So I'm back today, and this time I'm talking about just the inner child and healing it, just that solar plexus energy, how we get through that and get to be a kid again. Because when we think of life and all the good things that come with it, not life like as we were a child and doing childish things, but when we get to be an adult and we start imagining, what does my best life look like? It's always kind of something that we wished for as a child, Things that we wanted to do, say, be, dress like, feel like, think like. All of it is stuff that we wanted when we were kids, because back when we were kids, we were so pure and open to that connection with the world. We hadn't been traumatized, well, some of us hadn't been traumatized yet to the point of closing off ourselves to the world. Usually that's what we always want. Deep down inside, back to our core memories, our purest, most emotional, physical, spiritual self as a kid, those desires are still there all the time. So just finding ways to get back to that, to journey back to self. And then once you get to self again, the truest and most purest form of self, then you have to have that journey in life with your purest self. And that journey can be so difficult, especially when all that you lived before was technically a lie. It was a facade. It was an illusion. It was like the Seven of Cups energy, where you had all of these options, but we all know that only one is truest to who we are. Only one. And usually it's not even in those cups. Usually it's within our heart, our solar plexus, our stomach, our confidence, our pure and just genuine being in this world. How we exist with no filter, Maybe you don't know. Maybe that's why you're watching this video, because you want to know. Because I want to know too. Like, I'm on that journey where I've found my purest self, but now I'm learning how to be in this body, in this vessel, in this spiritual alignment with myself. How do I walk? How do I crawl first, actually? How do I crawl with this newness so that I can get up and start walking in my power, so that I can run towards what I know is true to myself and is mine? I really hope that this isn't like not recording or something, because that would suck. Let me check. And we're good. So, yeah, to do that for me, I like to go out into nature, be outside. That's where I usually was as a kid. I was always outside in the sun, running around, doing something. If it wasn't looking at the rocks, it was adopting a stray cat, or just 333. And that's such a beautiful number, because it's 3 3s, and together you get 9. And then we also know about 6 and 369 theory, and how you need one person and then another person to make 3, co-creation. And then once you have 3, you have that inner child within you. Then it makes 4. You see how and it was just 4 minutes. Oh, wow. Yeah, life is lifing, isn't it? Have you heard that song by Dustin Conrad? Life Just Be Lifing? I don't even know if that's the name of the song, but he was just talking about it. Like, life just be lifing. Like, it does just life sometimes, It's very beautiful. This sun is gorgeous and feels so good against my skin. Like, I just got out of a hospital for a mental type thing going on. I just found out I'm bipolar. So I basically had a manic episode, and I ended up in the hospital. And one thing that I was so grateful for was the sun. Like, being able to go outside and sit in the sun was like chef's kiss. It was pure. It was the most beautiful thing for me to do throughout the day, was go sit in the sun, read a book, go journal, go outside, just sit. If I can't even exercise and help myself that way, why don't I just sit my ass down outside and just absorb the sun and be like a tree? You know, I talked about that in my last video, that we should be more like trees, or at least I want to be more like a tree. So, yeah. Hug a tree. I don't know, you know? Hug a tree. Whew. It's warm out. It's so warm, but it feels so good. I like to do this in the morning times. Right now it's 10:43. I like to do this in the morning. That way it don't get too hot. But at the same time, I do wish I could come out during the day. But it's just so hot that I just rather stay inside. Because it is summertime. This isn't really my time. I'm a fall baby. I come in September 30th. That's my birthday. And I like to, I like when it gets that transition into fall. Because that's when when I was born, that's what was going on, that transition. I was always born and always rebirth myself in very transitional times. I can't wait for the fall. I know this fall is going to be so fun. I don't know why, but it's just going to be fun. I'm going to feel like a kid again. I think that's what it is, because the holiday season, I already feel like a kid again, you know. A lot of stuff is like going back to childhood for me. Like a lot of references to when I was a kid, and just different things in all aspects of life. It's like, wow, it really starts with healing your childhood traumas, doesn't it? Then God be like, yep, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Then he tells me, keep going, you're on the right path. If you're seeing this video, then I think you are it's not a think. If you're seeing this video, then you're on the path too. And I love that for you, because I see how much is done for me, and I just want to spread that, you know? I want to spread it. I want to spread my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts and opinions, my knowledge, my wisdom. I want to share it and spread it, because I feel like it's very important, because some people don't know how to start this journey. And I'm a cardinal sign. I'm a Libra. So I'm good at starting something. And I'm also good at helping people. So I want to help people start their journey. That's my purpose. And it starts by healing all your childhood wounds. Going through them, looking at them for what they are, not trying to change or edit anything. Just being okay and accepting that this happened. This was something terrible that happened too at the same time, but it had to happen, or else I wouldn't be the person I am today. So it also goes into self-love. Like, you have to love who you are right now, because you need it the most right now in the beginning of this journey, because it's almost like you're telling yourself a lie. Like, you don't even believe the stuff you're telling yourself about yourself, because you're so disconnected from yourself, you know? It starts with self-love and healing your childhood wounds. Hug yourself. Love yourself. Be yourself. Trust yourself. Have faith in yourself that you can do this. Because it all starts with you. You from 10, 20 plus years ago, whenever you were a child, however years ago that was, when you were just a little child and you had no control over anything, but you blamed yourself for everything that happened. You were a child. How could you have known? I don't know who that message was for, but I hope it gets to whoever it's supposed to get to. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Get some sunlight, get some love, give some love to yourself so that you can spread it to everybody. All right, see you next time.